treat yourself like the goddess, the god, the princess, the queen that you actually really are. I was actually working at a university a few weeks ago, and a lot of the kids on the programme were only about 6 or 7. And there was a picture of the Queen on the wall, and I told them that was my mum. And they believed me. It was brilliant. So treat yourself like a king or a queen. Nourish yourself. Feel the word nourish. It even feels nice. What I'd love you to do right now, wrap your arms around yourself. Come on, give yourself a cuddle. Oh. Give yourself a bit of a squeeze. You might want to just, stroke your arm. Say to yourself, oh. Maybe in your head go, thanks, or I like you. Oh, it's lovely to nourish yourself. We need to wrap ourselves in cotton wool. We need to nourish ourselves. Otherwise, we've got nothing left. We give and give and give and give. And there's no wonder we turn out grumpy, because we've given all the energy and everything to other people. So how about for the next couple of weeks, maybe every 2 or 3 hours, set your little calendar. You just stop and go, oh. You do it on the loo, no one will see you. Just go, oh. That's nice. Give yourself a little stroke. Beautiful. Some nourishment. Give yourself the food. I can take my crown off now. Give yourself the food that you want. Give yourself the time that you need. Nourish yourself from the inside out. My favourite tip, ask for what you want. Many of us are living small lives, and that's okay, absolutely. The thing is, we often want more. Let's go back to the stream. For those of you that are not familiar with the stream, I talk about the stream as being your life. And you're in a canoe in the middle of the stream. And when you're in your canoe in the middle of your stream, you're being you. You're listening to yourself. You're being authentic, or you're being who you really are. Most of us take our canoe and we go upstream. What happens when you put a canoe upstream? You don't get very far. It's a struggle. You're going against the current. Every time you beat yourself up, you don't look after yourself, you worry about yourself. Every time you're keeping other people happy rather than yourself, or doing anything that doesn't feel good, you are going upstream. And your body tells you are going upstream because it doesn't feel good. Upstream is negative emotion. And your body tells you when you're experiencing negative emotion because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel frisky. However, I know it's not me, I promise. What we really want to do, if we want to be our own best friends, if we want to stop worrying, if we want to feel happy, we've got to learn to turn our canoe downstream. See, downstream is positive emotion. Downstream is being your own best friend. Downstream is feeling frisky. So all we have to do in life, if we want anything that we want, is learn how to turn our canoe downstream. And we do that by being our own best friend. We do that by encouraging ourselves. We do that by soothing ourselves. We do that by doing anything that feels good. Anything that feels good to you will make you go downstream. And downstream feels amazing. You're on the cruise at the moment. Most of you are probably downstream. But you'll get off the cruise on Sunday morning, it'll be like, oh my God. Upstream. The alarm will go off Monday morning, oh my gosh, you'll all be up bloody here. You'll be so far upstream, and it won't feel good. So let's take that back for asking what you want. One thing I haven't actually explained to you there is what is at the end of your downstream. It's really exciting. At the end of your stream is everything you've ever wanted. Everything, and I mean that. Anything. The money, maybe the relationship, maybe the career, anything. All you've got to do is go downstream to get it. Many of you will have things in your life that just happen to you easily. It's probably just because you go downstream to them. It just happens. So you can really have everything you want, but you've got to ask for it as well. You've got to get excited about it. You've got to think about what do you want out of your life. You've got to open up. Do you want small or do you want large? It's completely up to you. So focus on what do you want at the end of your stream. I'm going to use the example of money actually, because this is one I was talking with one of the ladies about earlier on this afternoon. Many of us, we're on the stream, and many of us think about money in a negative way. We think about it and we go upstream, don't we? We think about, I haven't got enough. How am I going to pay the bills? You know, money for a lot of people can be what I call an upstream process. It doesn't make us feel very good. We're worried about it. We're worried about debt. Now, if you want to have more money, if you want to feel good about money, you just got to turn your canoe the right way. You've just got to go, it's okay. It'll sort itself out. It always does. I'd really like to have more money. Remember, what you want is at the bottom of the stream. Wouldn't it be nice if I could get more money? Wouldn't it be nice? I'd like that. Ask for what you want. What do you want? I'd like to have enough money to pay for the next cruise. I'd like to create enough money to pay for the next cruise. It's okay. That can happen. It'll feel good. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if I could do that? Oh, that would feel good. Oh yeah, I remember being there. That felt good. So basically, this slide is about opening yourself up. What do you want? Because everything you want is at the end of your stream. Nothing you want is up here. Nothing you want is upstream. First of all, you're facing in the wrong direction. And everything you want is down there. So whatever you want in your life is down there. So you know what? Be your own best friend. Get clear on what do you want. I write a list every so often. I want this, 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 and this. And then I get my emotion behind it and I go, oh, that feels good. I like the feel of that. I like the feel of that new car. So I'm sitting in it, driving in it. Conjure up the emotions. Get frisky about it. Ask for what you want. There's no need for anyone to stay small. Go for what you want. Go for that possibility and be your own friend again and create your own dreams. Being your own best friend, number 10. Guilt. Who suffers from guilt? A lot of us do. What good does it do? Anyone? Bugger all. Nothing. Maybe a little bit of guilt might help you go, okay, I'm going to do things differently the next time. Guilt does nothing apart from send you upstream, which doesn't feel good. You'd be better off going, yeah, you know I've suffered from guilt, but I'd like to change that now. I'd like to actually feel better. I'd like to feel a bit better about myself. I don't want to feel as guilty because it doesn't make me feel very good. Wouldn't it be nice if I didn't feel guilty? Wouldn't it be nice if I felt better? Wouldn't it be nice instead of feeling guilty, I felt good about myself? Seriously, guilt does nothing. And while we're on the topic of guilt, I met a lot of us still feel guilty about things that we did nearly 30 years ago. We're still beating ourselves up. We don't forgive ourselves. You know, we've all had stuff that happens. Give yourself a break. Forgive yourself. Let go of the guilt. Seriously, remember, we're all mental. We all have done the best that we could at that time. So care about yourself enough. Be your own best friend and forgive yourself. Write Write a letter of forgiveness to yourself. You forgive other people. Do the same for yourself. You're only doing the best that you can. It just feels nice. Forgive yourself and stop that guilty feeling. Seriously, you're all not guilty. I've actually got my magic wand again. There you go, it's a magic wand. Oh, from the Queen. Not guilty. Let yourself off the hook. I used to be a major, eh? Let yourself off the hook. It doesn't feel good. And if you want to be your own best friend, it's really important you do that for yourself. I'd like, before we finish off with today's workshop, I've got a couple more slides, but I'd really like if you just all stood up for a minute and we're going to go through this mantra. This is lovely. If you're too uncomfortable, that's fine, but let's just have a bit of fun and say this mantra together. I'll say it first, and then if you just would like to copy me, I can do it.
I can do it.
I can take back my power.
I can take back my power.
I am good enough.
I am good enough.
Sounding a little bit more like church on a Sunday morning. Seriously? It's making me go upstream? Let's try again. I am good enough.
I am good enough.
I am beautiful and super sexy.
I am beautiful and super sexy.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am taking responsibility for my own life.
I am taking responsibility for my own life.
Let's give this one a big of a shout. There's nothing wrong with me.
There is nothing wrong with me.
Beautiful. Do a little dance as well if you want for that one. Yay, there's nothing wrong with me. I can do whatever I choose.
I can do whatever I choose.
Beautiful. Well done. That's really good. Did it feel good?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So a little concluding slide. You know, being your own best friend, liking yourself, it might seem a little bit overwhelming. You might think, oh, it's going to take a long time. What's the point? I've tried before. It doesn't work. But seriously, your best, quickest way to feel good and be your own best friend is just being nicer to yourself and turning your canoe downstream. If you manage to be nice to yourself or treat yourself with kindness once a day, your stream will start moving. Do it because you're worth it. You know, take that small step every day. And even if it's just, you know, doing something that makes you happy, being kind to yourself, just care about yourself enough and do one small thing every day. Don't give up on yourself. You know, many of us have been given up by other people. Don't give up on yourself. Keep going. Encouragement, soothe, kindness. Reparent yourself. Treat yourself with respect. You can do it. And I guess one of the most important things is you are worth it. Do you know there's nobody on this planet who's more worthy than you? So love yourself enough to want to feel good and be your own best friend. Thank you so much again for your time today. I really appreciate it. I've loved sort of spending time with you. Tomorrow, we've got a change of location. I'm not quite sure where we are at the moment, but we're not in here. It will be in your cruise compass. Tomorrow, we're actually going to talk about stress and how to build that inner resilience inside of you. I'd really like to keep in touch with people when I come back, so it's been such a pleasure talking on this stage. My website is Amazing Coaching. You can find me there, email me, I'm on LinkedIn. Come and join me at my website. I have free webinars, I've got free information, free newsletters, so I'd love you all to join me. But thank you so much for being here today. I'd love you to just give yourselves a round of applause because you've done absolutely brilliant. For those that haven't been here before, there's a few little confidence tips down here. Help yourself. But thank you again and have a fabulous evening.